Hello friends, welcome back to Happiness Mantra. Today's video is about the concept of is, am and are and how to teach these helping verbs to children in a fun and easy manner. In case you're new here, do like, share and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. While teaching the concept of is, am, are, I always prefer to start with am. Because am comes in conjunction with I always. It is always I am. So I am a boy, I am a girl, I am happy, I am tall, I am playing with a ball. I have mentioned earlier that I am a child psychologist. So the type of concepts that I use and the way I teach, I try to simplify things, especially for the children who are slow learners or who have some kind of difficulty with reading, with learning. But in case there is no such issue, I always prefer the children to read as much as possible to understand the concept. There's no point in learning grammar concepts. It's always better to understand grammar so that it comes naturally to you. Next, we have the concept of is. Is used with singular nouns or pronouns, which means that it represents a single word basically when we're talking about one object or one thing. So he is. He refers to as one boy. So he is. She is. It is. A boy is. A girl is. Any names that we have will always be followed by is when needed, of course. This is, that is, a car is, park is. So these are just some examples of words after which is used. Like I mentioned earlier, I always prefer children to read sentences so that the concept becomes more clear and they know exactly how to use the word. So he is my friend, Sarah is sleeping, my dog is very cute. We can come to a longer sentence. I hope this video is interesting. That girl has many friends. She is popular. The park is clean. You can make an exhaustive list of sentences, preferably with words that your children are familiar with. What will happen is that if they're reading words which they know and the sentences have those words, the words will get reinforced and it's easier for them to read and understand the concept. Next we come to are. Are is used with plural forms of the words, of the nouns or the pronouns. So we are, they are. Now with is, we had boy is. Here we'll have boys are, girls are, books are, these are, those are. So anything, or if we have names of two children together. For example, in the other sheet we had Ravi is, Susan is. We might have a sentence where we have Ravi and Susan. So there it will be Ravi and Susan are playing. Because two children are involved, so it becomes plural. Therefore, we will be using the concept of are in that case. Now, an exception here is you. You are. Why I call it an exception? Because you can be used to refer to a single person or to a group. For instance, if we say, you are my friend, so we are referring to one person who is our friend. But a teacher might call the entire class as you. So children, you are very naughty. So when a teacher says like that, you is being used in a plural context. But because of that, you is always followed by an are. We don't say you is ever, even if we are referring to a single person. Again, we're back to sentences. They are going home. The ducks are in the pond. These are beautiful flowers. sentences like that. And like I just explained, you are my best friend, you are noisy children. Okay? And then we can have simple worksheets like this for children to attempt. So there dash 2 books. So since we're talking about 2 books, it should be are. There are 2 books. Now in this particular sentence, we can have there is a book as well. So it's not the word there which is helping us out. It is the word in the end. It is the noun in the sentence which guides us whether to use is, am or are. This is a balloon. I am 6 years old, and so on. Another presentation of the same concept. I am Abha. I am 6 years old. He is Peter. He is 2 years old. So just a simple way again of reinforcing the concept. And another thing that I'd like to mention, the words is, am and are called helping words or helping verbs rather. Happy learning, happy teaching.